Hey YouTubers, Mike Boards with the Mike Boards channel. Thank you for watching. Today we are working on a baby gate, and we've all experienced the constant confusion, the constant guessing game, what's going to work, what's not going to work. In this video we want to show you what works for us. Hopefully it will help you. Let's go to the stairway and take a look. Alright YouTubers, at the stairway or staircase now, and in the event that yours is very similar to this and you are curious what your options are as far as baby gate options, we are going to show you which one we are going to install. In front of us now is the Summer brand extra tall and wide safety gate, and it comes with 3 extensions, which is an awesome feature. There is a good image of the actual baby gate. And coming down below, a couple things: convenient features, auto close and hold open. Designed for stairways and doorways, and extra tall design is great for pets. There are some features, size, and installation options. Our color is gray. What we'll do now is open up the box. We actually purchased 2 of these for the bottom portion of the stairway and the upper portion of the stairway. At this point, the baby gate is out of the box, still wrapped in the plastic. We will remove the plastic here shortly. That little box right there, very important. That houses all of your hardware as well as an additional tool that we will use throughout the project. Again, we purchased 2. I want to show you the back portion of this. It's a 20-inch wide doorway for easy walkthrough, which is pretty nice. Making progress, plastic is removed, your instruction manual, and real quick, this is the product registration for safety alert or recall. Just fill out this information in here, send it back to the actual manufacturer for any recall information. And here's all the hardware. That's that little tool I was mentioning. From here, we'll get right to it. The very first thing I recommend, very important, make sure all of the parts are included in the box. In the event that you're missing a part, that might end up being a problem further during the project. From here, I'm just gonna snip these and remove these tie straps. And a few up there. Tie straps and additional plastic are removed, and from here, basically you just carefully, without scratching anything, pull the rails apart, or the gate parts apart, and we're going to set it up to make it look like that. At this point, we have laid out and organized the extensions and baby gate to match this pictorial image in the instruction manual. Next step, important, we actually have to measure the opening in the stairway to pinpoint which configuration we have to follow in terms of which extensions or all extensions we will need. So let's go measure ours. Ours measures 47.5, and we're using the inner first beam of our stairway. Back at the configuration portion of the instruction manual, and just the baby gate, 29.5 to 33 without extension frames, and then you just keep moving up. We have, again, 47.5, which we fall into 45.5 to 49 inches. We will use the 2 large extension frames, that one, and we'll discard that smaller extension. Moving along, these little insert pins, there's 4 of them, and they are going to position themselves inside the actual extensions and inside the holes here. We will connect that extension and that extension both on the bottom and upper portion of the baby gate. What I recommend is just aligning these properly, both the upper portion and lower portion, and pressing them together at the bottom, come up to the top, press them together, and come back down to the bottom and press them together. Make sure that these are flush with each other, just like that. And we already did that side. On to step 2, these are the slide tension bolts, and we are only going to insert the lower portion bolts. And to do so, the hole there, you will just carefully align that and you'll push this in. And what we'll do is we'll just set these in now, and both the right side and left side, and we'll head to the actual opening of the stairway. And the last thing I want to do, show you this little thing. When you unpack the gate, you will notice it is not square. Just so you're aware of that, I'll remove this, and you'll notice it's just not perfectly aligned, and that's okay. That's how it's designed. I've inserted the baby gate in the stairway opening, and because this is the bottom portion of the stairway, we are not actually going to drill holes and insert these little portions that go over this and make sure this secures itself, just because we don't want the hole in the actual wood here. However, upstairs we are going to do that for safety purposes. And from here we are just going to perfectly align it and push this and over, and I'm going to secure the bottom portions. And this is just a little sticky tab or cushioning. Real quick YouTubers, the main purpose of this actual protective sticky pad is to go in between this piece here that you drill into place
to the surface or wood, and that just alleviates this plastic piece damaging any surface or wood that you drill this into and secure it to. However, again, since we are not going to use this part because this is the bottom portion of our stairway, we are, however, still going to use this little protective pad to stick it in place to alleviate any damage from this portion of the rubber adjustable hardware. These are double-sided tape, and we are going to carefully align this to the extension portion. Do our best to center it, and we will do that for both sides. And as we tighten this into place and position it properly, again, this double-sided tape will protect this wood. Making progress, YouTubers. Unfortunately, I did need both hands to do this. What I did, I used these actual parts that we are not going to drill and screw in and secure to this wood to actually use as a support piece. I wanted to have this actual baby gate a small distance up and away from this actual wood, so over the years that this baby gate is here and being used, it's not resting on this wood and scratching this wood. So I put these under here, and this piece is the exact same as here, and what I'm going to do now is just carefully twist this into place, and we will use this actual wrench to secure and push each tension rod out firmly against this wood. I'll do that both sides and align that properly. Just push it in just slightly. Again, it's resting on here. And from here, what I want to do is align it with the actual second inner beam, this rod right here. So once I do that, I'll secure it and tighten this side and tighten that side. After hand tightening those, use this wrench to increase the tension on these tension bolts with this wrench. Come over to the opposite side and righty-tighty. And once we get this perfectly aligned properly, we are going to carefully just pull those out. Again, I want that gap there to not scratch this wood. And it looks like maybe the previous owner had something there that scratched. We don't want to increase any of that. Pull each of those out. Now the part most of you are probably waiting for or searching this video for, these Y-shaped portions of the upper portion of your rods. Step 1, attach each adjustment wheel to each spindle rod with the flat side facing the padded Y shape of the spindle rod. There's an open side and there's a flat side. This side is facing the Y-shaped side. From here, we are going to insert this entire rod into that hole. Push it all the way in, and we'll do that for both sides. Making progress. Got the Y-shaped extensions in place. An important step, do you remember we just mentioned that this was offset, and that's by design. Make sure obviously that this is positioned properly. In our case, we don't want the door going inward, we want it coming outward. So we position this accordingly for that opening of the door. So all we're going to do is carefully increase the tension by screwing these plastic caps to a point where it aligns this connection tab to the inner portion here. Tighten this side a few turns. We'll go to the opposite side and continue the process until this is completely connected. All right, YouTubers, a couple things I want to point out, very important. Do not over tighten these Y tension rods. You do not want to bend or crack or break this wood. That would not be good. From here, this little latch, you will shift rearward, and at the same time, it basically releases the upper connection and you pull up and out. This bottom portion is designed in a way where the actual aluminum rod falls into, as you can see here, that insert or slot. And you can't just pull it out. You have to shift that upper knob at the top inward, pull up and out. And that's pretty nice. Again, a wide open door. That's plenty enough room to come and go as we please. However, it'd be tough to put a mattress through or couches, but we've already done all that, so that's good. All right, YouTubers, fast forwarding, we have already installed and secured the upper baby gate to the upper portion of the banister or the entrance portion of the upstairs, leading to the downstairs. And these banister spindles are a lot thicker radius-wise. And again, you just want to make sure that this inner portion is inside that little gap there. The way to work this, push in, and as you push in on that little latch portion there, it goes in and you will pull up and out. Just like that. Very, very important. Remember earlier I mentioned no ifs, ands, buts. For safety purposes, you must drill a hole in the upper portion and secure this actual plastic securing plate here for both the lower left and lower right hand side, as well as the upper portion in the event that you are not using these Y-shaped tension rods. And to do that, the instructions are very simple. I didn't want to bore you with that. You can read through that. So again, we hope this helps.
That's it, YouTubers. As you can see, pretty friendly DIY project, and that's what's working for us. Hey, do us a favor, below the video, you will see that thumbs up icon. Click on that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely go to your settings, turn on your YouTube notification bell. Hey, once you do that, every video that we upload, you will be notified. You will be able to stay up to date with us, and that will be awesome. One more thing, down in the description as well as the comments section, we're going to link a video or a few videos to a few different options at that stairway. And that might be helpful for you, so definitely take a look at those. If so, we'll see you at the next video. Thanks again.